Good morning, it is Grace. Hey, today I want to do a tutorial here on eyebrows, okay? And this one's going to be like an eyebrows for beginners. Now you can use eyeshadow to fill in your eyebrows, and that's a really helpful technique, especially if you have a unique hair color. Like some of my gingers, I love our brunette eyebrow tint for gingers, but can I tell you too that gingers cover a lot of range. Like some of them, there's more of an orange cast, some of them it's more of an auburn or red tone. And so with that being said, we might need some different colors, and sometimes eyeshadows give us a nice option. I can also someday teach you a trick with the clear eyebrow gel and eyeshadow. Just gonna rock your world with that, okay? And as always, if you would like some help with your makeup and you don't already have a Mary Kay Beauty consultant, I will post my link in the description so that you can easy pick a time with me and we can find something that works for you. So with that being said, this is an eyebrow pencil. Now the reason that I like this, okay, and this is why I would call it for beginners, okay, because it's not as bold as using something like an eyebrow kit where there's gonna be like pomade and a fill. This is just gonna give you a nice outline. I also love this for my friends who maybe have been going through treatment, their eyebrows are coming back, or maybe you just have really fair eyes and you don't wanna, fair eyebrows and you don't wanna show up one day with everything and the day before you had nothing, okay? So what I'm gonna do is, we call these feather strokes, and these are just a mechanical pencil, which is really nice. So you can just actually like make these little feather strokes that actually look more like hair, which is another reason I love it, is I think it looks the most natural. And so all I'm gonna do is I'm going to brush upward, okay? Now, one trick that I'm gonna teach you, your eyebrows should start, if you laid this little pencil next to your nose and you ran it through, this is called the medial canthus of your eye, pull out some medical knowledge there. Waxer gonna put it right here. That's where it should start. That's where your brow should start, okay? So, big hands up for my waxer Jenny, she nailed it. The next thing we're gonna do is, if you put the pencil next to your nose and you put the pencil through like what would go across the pupil of your eye, which is the little black dot, that's where it should arch. Again, Jen nailed it, okay? So if you don't have much in the way of brows, sometimes what I'll do is I'll do my start dot, my mid dot, and then your eyebrow should finish right here at the corner of your eye. So I'm gonna run this right through here, right through this outside corner. So I'm gonna put it next to my nose, run it to the outside corner, and I'm a little short. And here's the thing that's really interesting. As we mature, we lose color in our brows. So it's not even that I don't have brows out there, it's that they lose color, okay? So then it looks like our brows stop about here and we just look surprised all the time, okay? Also, eyebrows are sisters, they're not twins. The goal is to make them look a little more like each other, not to make them identical, because it's really just probably not gonna happen, and it's completely normal. That's one of the things that makes it look more natural, is when it's okay that they're not exactly perfect. So I'm gonna bring this out a little bit more. Also, my arch on this one is a little bit flatter, so I'm gonna draw in just a little bit. I'm gonna come in here just a little bit sooner and raise that up just a skosh so that it matches this one a little bit more. Okay, so friends, I've got this in, I've got it penciled in. I personally like to then use a brow tint, and the brow tint just gives me a little bit of fill, but my favorite part about it is that it gives it texture. And we have different colors. We have different colored eyebrow pencils too. So this one is a black brown, because this is my hair color, like this is my actual natural hair color. And it is black brown, okay? So I'm gonna take now a dark brunette brow tint, okay? And I will tell you, when you buy these, Mary Kay gives you so much bang for your buck. Get all the excess off, or the first time you get it, go to use it, you're gonna end up looking like Bert and Ernie, okay? So what I love about this though, is I'm gonna put in my eyebrows, and I'm gonna brush upward and outward. And I wanna just say that the way that I work with product, I just want to honor the fact that, sometimes the way I do things is not a current trend. Like this summer, they called it strawberry blush, where it was blush all over and it was very thick. And It was very clear that it was put on, not a color that, you know, Jesus gave you or whatever. And like, that is not a trend that is classic. So I'm far less inclined to do it. I'm really a specialist in makeup that 50 years from now, I'll be able to look back and be like, wow, it was pretty. And I wouldn't be ashamed to wear that today, right? So like, if you're a person that really enjoys trend makeup, this is probably not it. But I can look back one day and be like, oh, those eyebrows look pretty natural. And when I get done, I do love to take, we have an end to end, and you can tell I bent mine. I did it on purpose. This is great. It's called a spoolie. And on the other end, it has a flat brush that you can use for putting on eyeshadow, unless you're like me and you put it in the holder and it jacks up the shape. But what I love to do with the spoolie end is just brush, and it just makes sure that I don't have any heavy spots. And while I'm teaching this to you today, and it's taken 6 minutes and 4 seconds, I go much faster because I've done it for so long and because it's just a habit. So I'm telling you that because I want you to know doing your brows doesn't have to take forever. It can actually be a pretty quick process. And hopefully this helped you make it even better. And P.S., can we admit eyebrows make a difference?